I'm gonna make video pop out. Huh? Say we straight, we straight. Hey y'all, say hey, miss. Say woo. Say no, you know I better not. I won't bark in the house. Hey y'all, hey look, I wanted to make a little video. There's things I can wait on, and then there's things that um, capture my spark. Um, Mr. Dr. Roy Hayes. Roy Hayes and y'all doctors to me. Dr. Hayes and Dr. Elder over there talking about beautiful things, chromosomes, Y, X, and confirming things that a lot of us geniuses on this realm are able to put out. But one of the things that really touched me, and many know that it's fond of me, is children. Like Elder asked Dr. Hayes, what are some of the things that we could, a family could start doing with their children and things like that. And like once again, I'm an earth doctor, all right? So you got to process that. And one of the things that I would focus on, if I was able to um, raise children again, bring life into humanity, one of the things that I would do is, you know how you get the baby room all nice, suited and booted, and colors and stuff, and quiet, and you got your monitor and all that stuff. And keep it quiet in the house, right? We don't do that for how long? 6 months. Baby talking, yelling, stuff like that with you, so everybody the house goes back to madness. But what I would do, what I learned in with taking care of my mom, what I witnessed and understood was um, a quiet atmosphere sets a tone for a lot of things. Um, Slows the mind down, helps slow the generation of the mind, because the mind's going high, 100 miles an hour off the things that we go out and absorb, our jobs, friends, everything, you know what I'm saying? Our phones, everything. So once again, like you always gonna hear me say, we go back to our natural outlook of ourselves, our natural understanding, awareness that um, some of the things we're doing ain't natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, know, you can tell because you just ask some of these soldiers who's been over there in these foreign lands, these primitive lands, and been around people that don't have the resources or things that you've seen, the things that you've seen, and they look at us like we some aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like you like, so that just shows you. You know what I'm saying? These are people that still primitive, but we call them primitive. They're just natural to themselves, to the land. They ain't bought into the materialistic things and stuff like that. But so, and to bring it into life, the same atmosphere and scenario that you were bringing for the baby coming in quiet and setting the tone. A lot of people cut family off from coming over and stuff. Don't come touch the baby until da 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 da, whatever. I wouldn't go as far as that, but setting the tone, that atmosphere for at least, watch this, close to 5 years. And the reason being, because now we're gravitating and understanding the education and learning and stuff, because we can create these kids. Rose has said, you got these Beyonce phenomenons and LeBron James and Kobe's and so many that Michael Jackson, the Jackson Fives, so many that their parents directed their energy just one place. Set that tone. Da, da, da. Oh, my friends, nope, you ain't got no friends today. Ain't nobody. Well, you got practice. And to many of us, we like, nah, hey, you slaving your child, and yeah, yeah, yeah. And how did what I'm doing work out for me compared to what you talking about? See, so, and that's not me saying. Hey, you know her people, man. I'm telling you. It's already so like, go get that basketball. You ain't gonna do nothing but play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So when we getting that, our kids can do anything. Listen, if in that time period, Beyonce's father said, okay, you're gonna sing and you're gonna dribble this basketball. Them two things. Then she'd be great at doing both of them things. And they'll go over there and hoop fools up. See what I'm saying? What the magic of it is, the creation of the magic is the atmosphere that you create for the child coming in. If you create, if the atmosphere is chaotic, what you expect? Child got to register chaotic atmosphere on top of what you're trying to add. You see what I'm talking about? But if you pulled all that chaotic out, it's like you doing a newborn baby come in. Everybody ain't trying to have them, everybody ain't trying to be up all night with the baby in a chaotic household. That's quiet, woo, woo, woo. And so you create that and you keep that balance at the same time. Now you start instilling whatever direction of you want to influence that child with. In me, in my opinion, to everything. Music, having a physical activity, or everything. Back to martial art, many people think that martial arts is, Oriental type, and it is. It's dedicated there. But you was the first Oriental. You was the black Oriental. Look at us. You know what I'm saying? We got all of it. You know what I'm saying? So, just engineering in the same fashion the tone matter that the public school system did. You just taking out all the nuance and the nonsense and the things that don't serve us. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of us, I spent all half my life worried about a ruler chasing me because I didn't know the inches to this, to that, and then like you look in your life and you be like, when did you need that? Because if you measure, you just measuring the mark or something. You see what I'm saying? So just escaping things that non-value, non-serving to the church. But that's the balance right there. You know what I'm saying? Because then watch, you're introducing that, because this is where our generation is going to go to anyways, is understanding that more quietness and more peace around me helps create and slow my mind so that, I can register the energy, because we're all energy, right? And so what you want is the most supreme energy, right? So you bouncing that energy. The energy's already there. Whether it be your ancestors, the spirit, most high, levels of godness that's around us, Godship, I call it. You know what I'm saying? So, we're, believe it or not, I said this before so many times that I bounced off with Jr. Jamal Rashad when understanding that the reason why I say most high, because there's gods that came before you, and there's gods that still exist in a way that, it's not so much of God, it's just understanding the supreme energy, right? So, but there's levels to everything, right? So, but those that come before you and those that exist in the spiritual realm, you are the most powerful of it. You see what I'm saying? They all wish to be you, the physical, so that to come through you and this use you as a source to demonstrate either good, evil, bad, whatever. How, you know what I'm saying? So we was always been designed like that, but like I said before, those that branched off from us were aware of it and knew that was your power. So design things and levels and food, GMO, whatever, all that kind of stuff to die that off of you. You know, bring you alcoholic, bring you smoke weed, whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? All our distractive things that die down us to that lower level. But watch this. The I'm gonna try to tell you, the beauty of you is you adapt. You adapt to everything thrown at you. People looking at me like, man, because we able to adapt if you believe in what? You got higher supreme power to tap in. Just tap in. Tap in. Believe that you're all right. Tap in. And you'll be directed. It's all direction. It's all direction. Believe it. You gotta believe it because so many of you are able to throw shots still and want me to think about my past and what I've done and all that kind of stuff, and it's impossible because it's a whole different person, a whole different vision. But you see the transition. You see, we all can do that. You know what I'm saying? Each and every one. You should do that. Yeah, a snake sheds its skin every time, right? And it's a snake. So we all are chameleons and should be able to adapt and overcome, evolve in a better way or worse. It depends on the individual, where you're going to go up, down. You know what I'm saying? Or Honcho say that. Sanchez talk about that. 7 levels down, 7 levels up. So which way you want to go, you get to decide. You know what I'm saying? Free will. But that's what I would, that's what we're going to generate to anyway. I mean, just peace, you know what I'm saying? Because you see that the government's trying to ease you towards that, design pattern of, I tried to put up so long ago, my Angela, before she left the physical, she's like, black folks, we don't even realize if we supposed to be still working hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, we work too hard. We don't even realize we working too hard still, you know what I'm saying? And this was a while back, I just couldn't bring it up, but, and it's not so many people think, you got a lazy mind, you got that. No, it's just, it's registering that, things that we thought we had to do on the outer and make hard and difficult, we allow people to make that make sense when it don't make no sense. You should never try to find a way to make things harder. But because people have designed that for certain people, you know what I'm saying? You see it. Have designed that for certain people to hold them back and stuff, and then it just came and bite them in the ass, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, they can't even find their way. So the natural creators, the natural energy that looks for the simplest formula, the simplest equation, you know what I'm saying, to get to a better way. Well, right now, the simplest equation, stop being angry at each other and fighting each other and hating on each other and looking at color like, hey, that black man, what white man, what. How that gonna happen? We can't get nowhere. Can't get nowhere. I leave. We just want to go watch something. Keep watching shows like Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica. Just like, I say this because Star Wars, because it's an integration of a whole lot of different variety of human beings, mankind, aliens, and all this stuff. And you gotta ask yourself how that relate to us right now. Could that relate to that? Like, could you right now today? And we could argue, debate about if space exists and all this stuff and all that. Okay, we're not talking about that. We don't, because that could be futuristic and we getting there. Because that does exist. But watch this. Can today, right now, if we said we need, and we ain't got time to analyze, we need 1 million of y'all to get on the ship right now. It's already equipped. housing and stuff like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. But we need you right now to help. Some, blah, blah. You do it, you know, they give you a stipend for your generation coming out there. They give you $1,000,000. Say that right there. You know that's impossible, don't you? Why would I say that? It's impossible. You can't find 1,000,000 people that like each other. I don't think you can find 1,000,000 people that like themselves. See what I'm getting at? The advancement of human mankind got to die down all this crap that we continuously allow our mental to digest. I mean, it's it's crazy. It's crazy. It's madness. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta digest something, I guess. But that's what I would do though. See myself trying to have some babies and them baby in 5 years you quiet it down and all that stuff and baby floating. There's some babies on around this earth that's floating and doing magical things. I guarantee you. There's some people living like that. Rod Hayes, go check that video out. Rod Hayes talking about it because we're gonna do some Rod Hayes, I see your vision. Your vision work, you know what I'm saying? I'm in your energy, we in each other's energy, we think alike, you know what I'm saying? Or we think on the same line, you know, seeing ourselves going adapting to um, a cohesive energy, sharing like Zen and how they do in the morning, and the whole country kind of like, you know what I'm saying, motion, and then that peaceful energy and things like that. And you're right. I think, but when we doing the electric slide, the stepping more though, the stepping, I always seen that as an African tradition. And I say that just because, you know, that's what a lot of us identify with, but we naturally know that's a native, our indigenous Aborigines, and they always danced around fire, and uh, and our African tribes and stuff like that, clans. So it's just always been us. Music is always that's a downright foundation. So when you talk about the Greek fraternities and things like that, the Masonic order, they know the majestic value of the step and in influence with each other in order and stuff like that. So um, beautiful orchestra, artistry. So these are things that, teaching our children today. Now that we're opening up about things like that, yeah, very, very, I'd really love to see um, some of these gangs and stuff like that go organize, get these kids back to stepping and, what I'm saying, having stepping contests and, what I'm saying, just all kinds of things that we can gravitate our youth to get their energy directed in a positive way and manner, and based off the education that we had back in our days that we were able to then growing it and uh, um, if you notice in my music how um, I try to have the unique ability to take from the old, the now, and the present. You know what I'm saying, in my music, so that it's adapt, it's evolved. It's not it's old 50 dude funk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause and I throw no shade at nobody who, what I'm saying, I feel he just don't want to be his age. No, I'm Sean, you know what I'm saying? I try to be everywhere within myself and love on everything within myself. So, um, yeah, but having so much diversity. That's where I was getting at. Just diversity within myself. Because that's what we've shut down, the diversity, the how we're realizing how special we are, how powerful we are, but um, you can do is many things you want to. That's a true. When I was put out, you put your mind to it, you can do it. That's it. You put your mind to it, your heart, believe in it, you can do it. You most definitely can. You know what I'm saying? And it's just up to you. Um, but that's all I got. Peace, love, hell, grease. Let me see anything else out there. Watching some news. I just watched some news, y'all. No, yeah, people waking up. Calling it woke still. We beyond woke. We alive. Like Empress Lillian was saying, we alive. People are living in it now. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna like, I can make a difference. I can say something. I can do some things. I can make a difference. We alive. That's being alive. At one point we was just like this, following each other. What you gonna do there? What you gonna wear? I'm gonna wear just robotic. Look, you know what I'm saying? Now individuals are coming out of everybody and like I got this kind of creative. I can say I can do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Unplugging from the matrix. No longer being a sheep. People out here doing their job. That's all we trying to do. Love the show.